Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Skyrus, back with another video. Today we're going to be continuing we're going to be doing the second round of my yesterday's first round. So, without further ado, let's get started. At the first pick 33, the Bengals went with Joe Burrow in the first round. Now I say they switch it up, go defense, go Terrell Lewis. They definitely need a pass rush to get to the quarterback, and that's going to fix it right away. Next, Patrick Queen goes to the Colts, pick 34, linebacker. Pick 35, after going Jeffrey Okudah, I say this is where Jordan Love lands. Maybe the Lions do what the Giants did last year. Next, we have the Giants, who go Ezra Cleveland. I know they went offensive tackle with Tristan Wirfs in the first round, but they definitely need offensive line help. I see Ezra Cleveland as also being able to play guard, so that's a big plus. Next, the Chargers, after getting Justin Herbert, they now go Kenneth Murray out of Oklahoma. Next, pick 38, we have T. Higgins giving, I think it's Teddy Bridgewater, I'd have to check up on that later, some receiver help. He has DJ Moore and now T. Higgins. Pick 39 now, we have Lucas Niang out of TCU. Again, giving Tua that offensive line help. So far, they've gotten 4 picks, only offense. Pick 40, I say DeAndre Hopkins left, although Jalen Reagor isn't like DeAndre Hopkins. Jalen Reagor is more of a Will Fuller. I still think he should be picked here. Next, pick 41, we have Cesar Ruiz, interior offensive line out of Michigan. They got offensive tackle in the first round. Now give Baker more help with Cesar Ruiz. Next, pick 42, we have Igbenogahini. Oh, if I had that last name, I'd be made fun of. Pick 43, we have Denzel Mims, Baylor wide receiver. Get whoever is going to be starting at quarterback next year some receiver help. Next, pick 44, the Colts are back up, and after going Patrick Queen earlier this round, now they go Trayvon Diggs, cornerback, Alabama. Trayvon Diggs, I think, can be a day 1 starter. Him and Patrick Queen, along with Darius Leonard, I think are going to be small bright spots in a very rough Colts defense currently. It's like they're going through a rebuild phase, but Trayvon Diggs should be a day 1 at least slot. Pick 45 here, we have Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to say Helaire. LSU, again, I think he could have been a first round pick if he got more touches, but he just didn't. He didn't get as much touches as I personally wanted him to. I wanted to see him ball out. Next, pick 46, we have the Broncos up next. And here I think they go Austin Jackson, offensive tackle out of USC. Next, 47 is the Falcons. They got edge earlier in the draft. Now I think they go right back to defense, fix a cornerback core that has been weak for the last 2-3 years. AJ Terrell. Pick 48, I think this is going to be KJ Hamler. Get Sam Darnold hopefully his number one receiver that can just ball out. Pick 49. We have the Steelers, and it's their first pick in the draft. I would rather not have them go receiver here, but I just think it's what's best for them where they are. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Next, pick 50 is pick 50. They're in the position to just take the best player in the class, Antoine Winfield Jr., safety. Pick 51. The Cowboys are in the same position. Excuse me. To take the best player in the draft, which would be Lloyd Cushenberry, LSU, interior offensive line, get Dak Prescott just the slightest bit more help. I know he doesn't need it that much, but it'll help. But it'll work. Next, pick 52 is where I have Roquan Davis. There's already is there? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's already a Roquan Davis in the league. But this one's out of Alabama, interior defensive line, right where he's right where the Rams need him. And again, it's their first pick in this draft. It'll be perfect for them. Next, pick 53 is where I see Brandon Ayuk going, Arizona State receiver. I love N'Keal Harry, favorite receiver in the draft last year. Here is Brandon Ayuk. The Eagles have an aging receiving core. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying a bad receiving core. I'm saying an aging receiving core. They brought in Deshaun Jackson last year, but he's, 31 now. And Alshon Jeffrey is not getting any younger, and it's the same with Nelson Aguilar. And J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, they got him last year. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's bad in any sense. I just think Brandon Ayuk can be a nice complement to that offense. Next, pick 54 will be Justin Madubuike. Okay, it's either Hawaiian or it's a tongue twister. Make your mind. Bro, this is the tongue twisters they had us learn in kindergarten. Pick 55, we have Ashton Davis, California Products, safety, absolute star. Ashton Davis, earlier this year, was projected to be a first-round pick, but now he's going to go late in the second. Still, this is perfect for the Ravens to get him. They have an aging Earl Thomas. So Ashton Davis, welcome to the Baltimore Ravens. Pick 56 would be Matt Hennessy, interior offensive line. The Dolphins have gotten 4 offensive players already. I don't think they change it here. Their defense, yes, it needs a lot of upgrading, but I think their offense needs more because their defense had the few bright spots on their team last year besides, say, Devontae Parker. But Matt Hennessy, interior offensive line, again, get Tua that protection he's going to need to ball out. Tua is a superstar, but he played for Alabama, meaning he had constant protection. So I think get him the protection he needs, and he will be a superstar. Pick 57 will be Curtis Weaver, edge out of Boise State. Lost Jadeveon Clowney last year. That was a big hit. Their sack numbers dropped a lot. Curtis Weaver, edge out of Boise State, will fill that gap. Next, pick 58 would be, if it's not, it will be Michael Pittman Jr. If T. Higgins or Henry Ruggs isn't my favorite receiver in this draft, it's Michael Pittman. He is a all-around star, and I think after losing Stephon Diggs, he will be a big game changer for them. They haven't gotten a top receiver in the draft lately. They've been relying on nothing but Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs. They lost one of those pieces. Bring one in now, Michael Pittman Jr. Next, pick 59 is going to be Jonah Jackson, interior offensive line. Russell Wilson has performed magic his whole career with his ability to escape sacks, but as with age he's slowing down. So interior offensive lineman, we need to get him protection. If I am the general manager of the Seahawks right now, I'm thinking we need to get Russell Wilson protection if we want him to play for 3, 4, 5 more years. Next, pick 60, we have the Ravens back. They got Ashton Davis 5 picks ago. Now they're going to be staying on defense, and this time getting Marlon Davidson, interior defensive lineman. Hear me out. He is a star. He knows how to get sacks, and that's what they need right now is sacks. Pick 61. Here I have them going Julian Okwara. He, for some reason right now, is projected to go in the 3rd round, when earlier this year he was a projected 1st rounder. Talk about a drop off. But I think Julian Okwara is what they need right now. Next, pick 62. Cole Kmet will be the first tight end to come off the board. Aaron Rodgers hasn't gotten the help he's needed after losing Jimmy Graham, Randall Cobb, and Jordy Nelson. He's just not getting the receiver and tight end help he's needing. I say Cole Kmet can come in, he can block, he can receive, just do what you need him to do. Next, pick 63, the Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here, I have them going Cam Akers. It's been 2 years now since they lost Kareem Hunt. They haven't gotten that running back since. They've relied on Damian Williams and LaShawn McCoy, who both balled out. We saw LaShawn McCoy, that crazy, juke move lateral. That was just insane. Cam Akers. Next, the Legion of Boom has been officially disbanded. Not much is left. They've lost basically everybody. I say they need to build back on that defense. Kyle Duggar, safety out of Lenoir-Rhyne, is going to finish off this 2nd round. So as you can see, there were definitely some surprises, especially maybe Patrick Queen going to the Colts or Jordan Love going to the Lions, maybe Ezra Cleveland, the Giants getting their 2nd offensive tackle in the draft, or T. Higgins going to the Panthers. Those might have been some surprises, but overall, I think this is how things should play out. Maybe there are a couple picks I maybe would have changed if I took an extra 3 days, 2 days to think about this, but right now, this is where it's at. Free agency has died down, which is why I'm saying those 2-3 days, free agency could change, and that's why those picks would change. But right now, this is where it's at, and I would like to thank you if you made it to this part of the video. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope if you liked it, you'll drop a like, a subscribe. Thank you, and Skyrus out.